Hi everyone, what's on the menu for today? Copycat Panera Bread Steak and White Cheddar Panini. To make the Copycat Panera Bread Steak and White Cheddar Panini, this is what you need. 1 loaf of ciabatta bread, 2 tablespoons pickled red onions, 2 tablespoons horseradish sauce, 6 ounces of sliced roast beef. Now, if you want it to be a true steak and white cheddar panini, instead of the roast beef, use steak. And I'm going to be making 1 of each. 4 slices of white cheddar cheese, and cooking spray for the pan. Now, to make the pickled red onions, you need 1 cup sliced red onions, thinly sliced, 1 cup white vinegar, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1½ teaspoon salt, 1 cup warm water, and a panini press. And if you don't have a panini press, you can use a grill pan and a heavy object such as a brick wrapped in aluminum foil to press down on the sandwich. So you can make these delicious sandwiches even if you don't have a panini press. So let's begin. So we'll start with making the pickled onions first. This is my smart multifunctional mandolin slicer. So we're going to slice our red onion, and you want it as thin as possible. So I have it at the thinnest level. They are fairly thin, and I have it at the thinnest level. So I'll finish up slicing the onion. You want to take a jar. This is a pint jar. I'm not sure if it's enough. I might have to get a second pint jar. Then take your red onions. I cut my slices in half just so they'll fit in the jar better. So stick your onions in the jar. A little more than half of an onion, so I might make another batch. Then take a smaller size bowl. Put in the sugar, the salt, the vinegar, and the warm water, and mix until the sugar and salt are dissolved. So we have our jar of onions, we have our bowl with the water, vinegar, sugar, and salt. And we just pour that liquid mixture into the jar. And it's pretty full. Put the lid on and pop it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. So according to the recipe, you're supposed to take the cooking spray and spray the panini maker, but according to the manufacturer's instructions, that will just build up and it will damage the already non-stick surface. So you're supposed to take and just wipe down with a little bit of olive oil. You don't want to get too much because it will be harder to clean, and it is already non-stick. So I'll plug this in, turn it to maximum to preheat it, and we'll get our sandwiches ready to go. So you want to take your horseradish It says 2 tablespoons, but just put as much as you like. If you like a lot of horseradish taste, put more. If you don't like as much, use less. I like a lot. Then put your roast beef. Oh, I can already smell that horseradish. It says 6 ounces of roast beef. Do as much as you would like. Then put your pickled onions, and this is the ones with the white vinegar. And put your cheese on. Put your top on. Then the manufacturer also states that it's not necessary, but if you want your sandwich to evenly cook, take and spread on olive oil on the top of the sandwich. That'll give it an evenly cook, plus it'll make it a little bit more brown. I put the horseradish on the top, and I put my steak pieces on the bottom. All right, so I'm going to put the pickled onions on here that was pickled in the apple cider vinegar. And 2 slices of cheese. Put the top on and brush this one as well with the olive oil. My ready light is on, so it is preheated. You want to be very careful not to touch any of this, the plate or the top of the unit. Put your sandwich in the middle and lay the olive oil side down. This has a floating hinge so it can adjust to the size of your sandwich. You want to make sure that you put it in the middle so that will work correctly. And then you cook that for 3 to 5 minutes. And while you're cooking it, if you want to, a couple of times, press down so you get more of those panini lines. I will put the link of this down below if you are interested in checking it out. It's done when it is brown and the cheese is melted. Use a plastic spatula or a wooden one so you don't ruin the non-stick heating trays. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing with the steak one. So here is the finished product. Copycat Panera Bread steak and white cheddar panini. On the right we have the one made with the roast beef and the pickled onions with the white vinegar. And on the left we have the steak with the pickled onions made with the apple cider vinegar. And rounding out the meal is potato salad.
This one was
Roast beef.
roast beef. They're both pretty good. I'm thinking I kind of like something about this one. It's a little bit different. I don't know what's in them, but I think this one.
That one has pickled onions. That was pickled in white vinegar. The steak was pickled in apple cider vinegar. That's the only difference besides roast beef and steak.
Okay. This is a long taste test. It almost seems like the onions on the roast beef one have just a tiny bit more kick. Oh, this is steak? Okay, well, this one, it seems like these onions have a little bit more kick. I'm gonna be finished eating by the time I finish my I don't know. I'm trying to distinguish a difference in the onions, and I'm not really, I can't say I have a preference in one over the other. They're both good. So it was white vinegar and apple cider vinegar, right. was the difference? I'm happy with either one of them, actually.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.